All right, making this video to kind of answer some questions that was posed on a video by 704 Tactical by other users and watchers. So real quick, got some 3 lights here. I just received this Protac 2.0 today. I ordered it through Optics Planet with the discount. Seems to be a decent light. I've already charged up the battery, and unfortunately, I hate to say it, but this is in fact, proprietary battery. Something new they're doing is an SLB 50 battery system is what they're calling it. As you can tell, it's got a different end on it. It's got a 2-prong setup versus this one, which is the HLX. Normally came with the 123 batteries from Streamlight. I opted to do the rechargeable. I believe they call them the 18650s, but on their designation is the SLB 226. Uses the micro USB for charging. This one uses the Type-C. We already saw a little bit about this one here, but just to kind of say, yeah, I was wrong. Definitely not going to be able to use any other battery except this one right over here. Just kind of a comparison, just so you can see size-wise. The HLX is definitely smaller, a little narrower as far as the tube goes. Also notice too where the actual mount is placed on the housing of the light itself. This one's more in the middle. This one is more towards the end, so you have more of the front of the flashlight. You can get more forward. Also, another big key difference here, when you flip them over, the tail caps. Now, what I kind of like about this one is that the tail cap, you don't have a different tail cap. You have the one tail cap with the button, as well as where you can plug in your pressure pad, which is kind of a neat idea. I like that. As far as this one goes, you got to pull this one off. Comes with a whole complete new tail end with the pressure pad. Comes with all the same stuff, all the cables, the zip ties in, the adhesive, and the rail mounts if you opt to do the pressure pad that way. Now also a cool thing that the HLX never came with was it came with a 45-degree M-LOK mount, which I actually had to buy this one to do it this way. So it was an extra cost on top of that. So yeah, it kind of sucks. You can't use any other battery but the one that comes with it. A little close up here. It is kind of neat though that you don't have to take the battery out to charge it. Once the battery is in, now obviously it's not going to show here because the battery is not inside it, but it is actually indexed to lined up so that the charger is always on top. And then you can just slide down this collar here and charge it while it's still on your rifle. You don't have to take it off, don't have to take the tail cap off. So that's kind of neat. So just kind of giving you a quick overview there. Of course, most of you have seen the HLX. Some of you even have it. Definitely an awesome light. I love this light. Definitely bright. I do wish this was kind of, the mount was back a little bit so you can get the light more forward, but it still did the job. And then for comparison too, I just brought another light in. I have this one too. This is also a proprietary battery. This is the Olight Odin. I purchased this one after the Streamlight. They had a sale going on with this. So this one's kind of, if no one's ever had it, tail cap actually locks back and then you can peel it off. It's magnetic. It has a button so you can use it that way. Just lock it back into place. Kind of neat. To charge this one, tail cap comes off. You have this charger here, right into that, right into a USB. So it's real simple. This one, the mounting on this one's kind of goofy. They got this, I mean, it's a nice idea, but it's a little bulky. So they have this kind of specialty mount type thing. Locks into place. You press this here, we'll release it. You can slide it out. You can mount it on the side, or the top, or the side. I've noticed that when I've tried to put this on certain rifles, this can kind of interfere with stuff, so I have to mount it like upside down or backwards or so on and so forth. So instead of sliding in one direction the whole way, I have to slide it in this way. It still locks in that way. There's nothing wrong with that. It just can create a hassle, especially if you have iron sights on it. Sometimes that interferes. If you're going up through the top to make it up higher, that can interfere sometimes with iron sights. So just it's kind of a neat idea. Just, I don't know. I'd probably more or less go with the 45-degree mount. You can still do that with this one, but just for comparison. So pretty simple. Like I said, you can still See the difference here. It's a nice light, very bright. I haven't mounted it on anything yet. I'm probably going to switch this one over to an AK, put this one on my AR. So that's kind of what the idea was. I had another rifle I still need to get a light for. So I like Streamlight. I use them a lot. I have the Stinger LEDs. When I work on cars, that's what I use to look inside engine bays and things like that. So Streamlight I definitely like. But yes, answer the question, no, you cannot use 123s with it. As you can see, the battery for the Protac 2 is ginormous. Definitely not going to work with 123s. And of course, obviously the way they make contact is different too. So hopefully that helps, and good luck.